Now, fuck all that. We rolling now, man. All right. This guy's in here bullshitting around. It's what you call a cold opening. We're jumping right into it. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct from the Gloom Tomb in New York City. Monetti and Rapaport, face to face. The Bloodbath Brothers.
Yeah.
The Disco 2.
For sure.
They call him the Black Ed McMahon,
That is
a.k.a. GMoneti, a.k.a. G Moody.
Yeah.
Which rhymes with duty. My name is Michael Rapaport. Some people call me the Gringo Mandingo. Proudly. Affectionately. And we're here, man. We're the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. New York City, I just got here. Looking forward to being here. It's shit weather.
Cold and rainy.
But I had heard it was so great and it was global warming and you're gonna love it. And then I land and it's shit.
Global warming changes from day to day, bro. So yesterday it could be 80 degrees and today you get 10.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
That's global warming.
So what's going on with you, Moody? You give people an update on what's going on with the Bronx Gloom Tomb that suffered a fire in the middle of the construction after we had raised money from the GoFundMe project, yes. Which we still have the money on hold. So what's going on?
It's scaffolding around the property. So now we're doing demolition, the fire damage. My contractor is taking all the stuff out, and we're in the first phase of getting the Gloom Tomb back to prominence.
What does your block look like? Other buildings around there?
They knocked all of those fucking buildings down.
Damn.
This is how it happens in NYC. The fire was mysterious.
Really?
Yeah.
And what's your Mason's name? Give him a shout out. Give him a plug. The guy
James Andres from Masonry.
Rappapack
Restoration.
Fucking hard body karate.
Yes, Cincinnati.
And he was in there building.
He was in there
doing the brickwork, the masonry work.
Yeah, artistry.
When the fire hit,
he was sleeping.
The thing I love about my man is that when the news came up there and they found him, they were interviewing people on the block. My man James had on his I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirt at 4 a.m.
He's loyal.
Yo.
That's my guy, man. Good guy.
We fuck with you.
Yeah.
So it's moving forward and we're back. So let me just ask you a question, because there's some people that donated money to have an oxtail stew cooked by you.
Oh, they gonna get that.
When are we gonna have the Gloom Tomb up and running?
The contractor has told me once we get the permits, it looks like late April.
Okay, so that's like September.
No.
If they tell you that's so September.
No, this is
April to them is September.
This is a personal friend, Dink Construction. I value his
Dink
Construction.
D-I-N-K?
D-I-N-K.
All right.
Awesome company.
All right. So the people, want to know, and obviously we will honor all the GoFundMe stuff, the t-shirts. I'm pretty sure we've sent all them out. I know I have some ILOing to do. I have some ILO. I have to curse out some people's bosses, girlfriends.
It was so many, it's hard to get to.
Yeah, we're going to get to all of it, and that's my word. And we're also going to have the oxtail stew once the Gloom Tomb is cooked up. Face-to-face meal. If you want candlelight dinner, we'll do it with you.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want that. Not that anyone suggested it, but yo, you ask for it, you get the oxtail stew.
That's right.
So, man, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in New York. It's good to be face-to-face.
That's right.
We had to put the young shooter, Dean Collins, the guest co-host, he's suspended from the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast because, number one, he started talking to me about something about a fucking panty run. Number two, he didn't know who the fuck Paulie Walnuts was. And number three, he fact-checked during the podcast. I caught him fact checking, and there was another infraction. So we got to freeze out the young shooter. No, not expelled. We just got to suspend the shooter, Dean Collins. But he held it down.
Yes.
The last episode,
my guy.
We coined the phrase "unfold the loaf."
Yeah.
We also brought up that I think men and women should be comfortable to offer up the meat or the mustache. It's your choice. And
I like it.
That's good, right? The meat or the mustache.
That's right.
And unfold the loaf is now we have copywritten that. So we have copywritten that. That might be good on a T-shirt. Unfold the loaf.
Right.
Somebody on Twitter was asking why isn't Bobbitt, what's his name? James Bobbitt?
John Wayne Bobbitt.
John Wayne Bobbitt. Why isn't he a part of the All Loafs Matter campaign? Who said he wasn't?
Why isn't he the spokesman?
We need to get him on here.
Because he got his shit cut.
Off. He set all this dick shit off.
Yeah. Because prior to that, you never heard of nothing like that happening.
No.
It shocked the world.
It shocked the entire world.
Yeah.
And then since then it's become like a sort of like a trend. And just a couple of days ago it came out. I don't know if this stuff is true. They were talking about Hitler.
Micro penis.
He had a micro penis and some sort of.
No wonder he was so ruthless.
But it wasn't just a little dick. He had like some kind of deformity, and he had like a ball, like his ball would crawl up in him, and you know what? I found myself having compassion for Adolf. You know, it's like
no, fuck
obviously
him.
He's a piece of shit. I don't really necessarily believe this because why is it coming out now?
Right. And how you know what kind of? How do you know that?
And they said that his doctor said he was on cocaine, and that made sense to me because you know when he's doing his shit, the high squink star shing mind that's some cocaine shit.
Yeah.
But I had compassion for his dick game. If it was really fucked up, if he had an Eminem dick,
just as a man,
yeah,
a man, yeah.
And which brings us to the All Loafs Matter campaign is real, and if Adolf was around, he wouldn't be invited, but I know he would appreciate the All Loafs Matter campaign.
For sure.
We're going to free flow this whole episode. We got many things to talk about.
We got many styles.
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush bowed out of the election.
He knows.
Donald Trump, D. Trump, which you predicted from the New York City Gloom to him about a year ago, that he'd be president.
He'd win the presidency.
You said that. I thought you were totally out of your mind. D. Trump did what other guys couldn't do. He made mincemeat. He made mincemeat out of Jeb Bush. My man bowed out. Yeah. He shut down a Bush. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? I don't care if it's Jeb and he's the fuck up of the family. I don't care if it's the election fixing Jeb Bush, the Florida guy, and I don't care all the things that he, wasn't. The thing that he was and that he is a Bush. Donald Trump toyed with him.
You know why?
Why?
Rap. This is a New York charismatic guy. You can't mess with that on the stage. Donald Trump, you can't mess with it.
Well,
he has no policy. He insults everybody.
Right.
That's his policy.
It's like Rodney Dangerfield running for president.
But on camera,
he got
with that New York chutzpah.
Yeah, that chutzpah.
You cannot deal with it.
But and as little fuck as I give about the Bushes, I was just thinking about the next family reunion. Imagine when the next family reunion, you got two presidents, your brother was a president, your father was a president, and you lost to Donald Trump.
Word.
And I just imagined George Bush as Danny Aiello.
Yeah. Go for it.
You dumb fuck! You lost to who? You stupid cocksucker! You election fixing motherfucker! Go clean the fucking backyard! You're a fucking loser, Jeb. But Dad, I don't give a fuck about, I'm not your fucking father. And then GW's in the corner laughing. And Jeb is like, but Dad, shut the fuck up. And he gives him a beating. He cracks him. Get the fuck out of the house. Go clean up the horse shit. Go in the stables and wipe your fucking horse shit up. And the next time your mother shits in her diaper, you're gonna clean it up, you fucking loser. You're a fucking loser, Jeb. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Miles, let me get some funk. Let me get something smooth. Let me get something good, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Always got to let a little funk come in after I yellow, because it's really like you could blow a blood vessel.
Miles.
The Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast is sponsored proudly by Casper Mattress. Casper Mattress, an award-winning sleep company. Speak on it, Moody. You've complained of back issues for 2.5 years. You won't shut the fuck up about your back issues.
And
you've been sleeping on a Casper mattress. Talk to me about how you love your Casper mattress.
My back feels great because they gave me a replacement Casper mattress. Because remember, my Casper mattress got singed and burned.
CASPER. The mattress will deliver to your house within 2 to 5 days. Someday on the same day in New York City, it'll show up in a box. The mattress comes in 6 sizes. This is an already discounted, fairly priced mattress. You use the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT. You save $50 off your order of Casper mattress.
My daughter loves Casper. She didn't understand it. She took a nap, and I couldn't wake her up.
And the angel slept like an angel.
That's right.
I can't say enough about Casper mattress. CASPER, go to Casper.com. If you need a mattress, go there. It's already fair price. Use the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT. GMoneti, how many times have you listened to the Kanye West record?
I listened to one time. I have to listen so I can critique.
Okay, and after all the smoke is cleared, all the Twitter rants, it's the best album ever, all of this, all of that, the world didn't stop. A week later, no one gives a shit about that album.
I got one thing to say about it. It's not a hip-hop album.
It's not a hip-hop album. It's not even Kanye West's best album. He said it was the best album ever.
It's not a hip-hop album. You cannot call that hip-hop music.
Why not?
Listen, man. It has to be funky, man.
Gotta be funky.
It's like hip-hop comes from it's like James Brown's Baby. It has to be funky. That's why, like James Brown and his music, the funk inspired them brothers, right? To cut the brakes, right? And have that shit popping like it is. The drums popping, drums accentuated.
And Mr. Moody doesn't mean it has to be all James Brown samples. He doesn't mean that.
I'm saying the funk.
It has to have that funky element.
Funk. The drums are out front.
Kanye knows what it is.
Right.
He's done it.
He's done it.
He's done it.
So this isn't an hip-hop album. It's another category, and I named it.
What is it?
Tight jean music.
Interesting. What is it called?
Tight jean music.
Okay, and what does that mean? What is that a genre of music?
Yes. It describes the maker and the listener.
Keep going.
If tight jeans doesn't offend you, then this is your music.
And we're not talking about, we don't wear tight jeans, we wear baggy jeans. We're not talking about that. Because me and Monetti, it's not 93.
Right.
We're not wearing baggy jeans.
We're grown men.
But we're not wearing jeans that are
specifically tight.
Right. And I want to just clarify one thing.
It's uncomfortable.
I was on Twitter and Instagram and playing golf, and people said, "Oh, your shit looks kind of tight." Excuse me. Number one, I had on pants. Number two, which you didn't see in the videos, because I need to defend myself. Before I swing my golf club You have to pull your pants up so your shit doesn't fall down.
Of course.
So they appeared a little tighter than it. But if you look, you see my socks because I pulled them up. So everything. Look, I don't wear tight shit.
You on a golf course. It's not like you on motherfucking on Oscars and shit.
But I had to defend myself because people came after me because we talk a lot of shit. I had to defend myself. I'm saying that right now. Okay, keep going on. So you're introducing a new genre of music. It's called
tight jean music.
Okay, and so the music itself sounds and is like what?
It's not funky. Here's the fucking example.
Okay, no need to curse.
Okay, we're gonna try not to curse. Play a Gangstar record.
For instance, take it personal.
Take it personal. Do you see how that comes on? Do you see how that drum, that skull snaps, is popping?
Right.
You see how it makes you feel like it makes your head nod.
Right.
My daughter was in the car, I put that on. Immediately, her head start to bob to that rhythm. That's the funk about it, man. It's like making it extra funky because there's no musicians.
Okay, and so this album, when we give it an honest critique, because I've listened to it a lot,
right?
Because my son likes the record, and I tell him, love what you want to love. I don't try to. He knows the difference between great stuff, good. I don't care what he loves. I want him to love what he loves.
Right.
I don't try to impose my shit on him. And we ride around, we listening to the song. His name's Maceo. He knows. You know, if your name is Maceo, you have to know what the funk is.
You got it.
Listen, I'm not a perfect dad, but my kids, they know the difference between bullshit and that good shit.
And you have a Jewish son named Maceo. So, of course, he knows what it is.
That's true. If you don't know where the name came from, Maceo Parker.
That's right. Inspired you to name your own son. So he knows what time it is.
That was not my one goal. That was one of my goals. My kids are going to know the difference between good movies, bad movies, good TV, bad TV.
Good music.
And good music and bad music. Watch what you want, listen to what you want, but you're going to know the difference.
Right. Let me present this to you.
So I've listened to the album a bunch of times. And I've said this before. I'm a fan. I fuck with Kanye music.
Said that, yeah.
But of recent, it's totally lost his way. But more than that, for him to go on and say, this is the best record ever, better than everybody else. But that's not the point. The point is that it's just been a shit show. And there's no way like the album couldn't live up to what he built it up to be. And when if you like Michael Jordan, he didn't ever say, like he said some crazy shit, but like he never even said shit Kanye said. Right. He's the best basketball player ever.
Let the public determine that.
Let the public decide if it's the greatest record ever.
Right.
You don't have to impose what you think.
Maybe he got a mental illness.
And then he showed up, and then this footage of him. Did you hear the footage of him when he was at Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, I heard the audio where he was in the hallway trying to ice grill cats. So the guys that put up the set.
Yo, the guys that put up the sets are New York guys, like set builders and the guys that like moved the gaffers and all that. I don't know how he was talking
greasy to them.
Those are hardworking New York guys. Those guys will flip on you. You fucking moved the set yourself, you cocksucker.
Yeah,
those are rough dudes.
Yeah.
Masonry, fucking big Italian.
Big Danny Aiello motherfuckers.
And also State of Grace Irish fucks.
Right. And they're saying, we thought this was a hip-hop show. Where are the turntables? Of course we took your fucking set down. Where are the turntables? We looking for the Techniques 1200s. Where they at?
Right.
It's a hip-hop show. We see a fucking midget.
I heard a fucking rapper was coming up here. I was here when Jam Master Jay came. I set his fucking turntables up myself. They tell me I got a fucking rapper. I'm walking around, I'm bumping into shit. I'm looking for a fucking set of turntables, and this little cocksucker wants to come out and screaming at me, Kanye. Get the fuck out of here. Set your fucking rainbow lights up yourself, you cocksucker. You want to break my fucking balls. I was on this fucking stage when the Funky 4 plus one more came out here. You gonna bust my fucking balls? Where's your fucking turntables, you cocksucker? Talking about, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I'm more influential than Pablo Picasso and Stanley Kubrick. Don't fuck with me.
That's that black shit. He's doing that auditioning. He's auditioning the black shit around the white folks.
What does
Because the
that
white
mean?
folks never been around black people like this. So he's up there being more belligerent. Don't fuck with me.
To do
you
what?
talking to the hipsters. So the hipsters are like, looking at him like, oh, he wild.
Oh, Kanye's upset.
Right, he's upset.
Uh-oh.
See, but Lorne Michaels, if I'm Lorne Michaels rap and I'm in my office and I hear that shit out in the hallway, that's when the white motherfucker can get on his black. You got one black card for the year where you can get out there and say, yo, Money, what the fuck you want to do?
Lauren would have said
Yeah,
that.
Lauren, like, yo, Money, what the fuck you want to do? Guarantee that guy would be shocked.
He wouldn't have said
Kanye.
shit.
Right. Yo, what the fuck? Lauren is taking off his fucking blazer. What the fuck you want to do?
Yo, what the fuck you want to do, dude?
Word.
He taking his shit off like he went to the live taping of Saturday Night. Fuck you want to do?
It's a live skit.
How about this? This is the first episode. We're not having a musical act. Pack your shit. Get the fuck out of here. Lauren Michaels should have been like that.
Right.
Get the fuck up out of here, man.
Channeling his inner Suge Knight. Like a quantum leap. Lauren Michaels comes out the office. He sees a midget talking shit in the hallway.
Lauren Michaels is the creator, and he's like 70. He's a little guy with gray hair, a white guy. He should have took his shit up. Like, what the fuck you want to do?
Right, what
cunt?
you want to do? Guarantee Money would have went back in the fucking dressing room riffing with his wife.
Right. And he could get away with it, like, don't let me get on my Chicago shit. And she's like,
Yeah.
What does that mean? I know what it means for them.
The people in the street.
The disciples.
The people in the streets, not the motherfuckers on the red carpet.
No.
So you mean to tell me you gonna get on that shit?
And the Kardashians like, oh, he's getting upset. But Lauren Michaels comes out there, he starts greasing his face like, what the fuck you want to do? He starts shadow boxing like, what?
What?
What you want to do, Money? It's like when Eddie Murphy, remember the Eddie Murphy skit, not in Raw, in Delirious, when he said he got into a fight in the disco with the Italian dude, and he said, I tried all my black shit. Man, fuck all that shit.
Yep.
What you want to do, motherfucker?
That's
and
what
then
he
the
doing.
Italian dude was like, come on, motherfucker.
Yeah. And he's buying it. Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Now, that might not work with everybody. A lot of times you're going to get fucked up. But with this guy, I have a feeling if Lauren Michaels or one of those gaffers or the set decorators said, yo, man, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out there.
He's like, don't fuck with me. One of them Teamster motherfuckers.
Teamsters.
Should have said, what?
The Featherstones.
We took your fucking set down. Now what?
Now go out there with no fucking rainbow lights. I had
What would he
fucking
have done?
DMC and Jay up here. They weren't fucking talking this bullshit in the 80s.
Turntables and mics. That's all we set up.
Yeah, I set up fucking Jam Master Jay's. He came here twice. 2 fucking times. Set your own fucking rainbow lights up, you cocksucker. And El DeBarge, what the fuck is wrong? Yo, El DeBarge look crazy on Saturday Night Live.
He looked like he on that K2. See, a lot of motherfuckers on that K2. They think it's regular weed.
Stay off that shit, man.
That have you in the intersection naked.
Yeah. That'll have you.
That'll have you in the intersection where in your city naked.
Outside your house, your kids will be walking by.
Shooting motherfuckers. Yo, it fucks with brain cells, judgment.
Stay off of that K2.
Get away from that.
But
Don't
apparently,
even sample it.
The Iron Rapaport podcast, we might be getting in the. Somebody might be making a strain of weed called that Dick Ritchie.
Oh, word?
That Dick Ritchie. So you could smoke that Dick Ritchie. I could give you some of that Dick Ritchie. Because on April 1st, at the Crest Theater in West Hollywood, we're screening True Romance. We're having an all True Romance night. We're screening the movie, then we're live podcasting. My man Toby Morse, who thinks he's the Christian Slater character from True Romance. He thinks he's Clarence.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh yeah, but my man Toby from H2O.
I love Toby.
He actually thinks that he's fucking Clarence.
Yeah.
And so we're having a screening. We're having live music giveaways April 1st. And hopefully dudes will be able to smoke that Dick Ritchie. And the beautiful thing about this theater is you can smoke that Dick Ritchie.
Yeah, I love the Crest. Great
All
place.
details and information's coming later, but April 1st,
Westwood.
we're doing it. All true romance, everything. April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Oh.
Details will be coming out.
Perfect.
You don't mess with that K2?
Listen, man. I done saw a lot of shit with that, man.
They're like what?
Yo, it messes with your brain in a way that affects behavior.
Yeah, why did people want to get that high?
You see Delonte West, right?
Yeah, former NBA star. Let me ask you your opinion of this. I have a strong opinion about this. You remember so many of these terrorist events happen in the Valley,
right?
When the two people, they shot up the workplace,
right?
And then they got killed. That fuck Saeed Farouk, and he had an iPhone, and his wife Tashid Fiend Malik.
Right.
They killed 14 people for a holiday party. Remember these fucking people?
I remember.
Now, the FBI is trying to, put all the pieces together to what happened in all this.
And they want the iPhone.
And they want the iPhone, and Apple is not turning over the data. Now, and then people just recently were at Apple stores protesting, saying they shouldn't have to turn that footage over. They shouldn't have to turn over that data, that information.
Right.
So the FBI can't do their job to find out who these people were talking to and to possibly find out to prevent more shit. This is where like the Constitution and the rights and all that. I'm with the government. Mm-hmm. Give the fucking information over. Like, how do you think the families of these people feel?
Word.
The people that saw that. The people that, the people like the wives and the kids and the mothers, and you don't want to give the information because, it's our constitutional right. And if you ain't doing no bad shit, look through my phone. Yeah. You might see a couple of porno sites, but that's about as embarrassing as it's going to get. The Bill Gates sided with the people in Silicon Valley saying the feds have received important security information and that they should be. This is bullshit, man. And these people are rallying out there. That's the politically correct bullshit.
That's that hipster shit.
You got terrorists killed 14 people, wanted to kill more people.
If that was your child, yeah.
And you're like, you got to protect people's right to privacy. Fuck your privacy,
Give me
man.
that phone, B. I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Give me that phone, Duke. Run that motherfucking iPhone, Duke.
See, talk to Tim Cook like that. See, that's what the FBI should, just barge into his fucking office. Give me that phone, Duke.
Well, what you want to do?
Yeah, what you want to do?
Money?
What do you mean? And motherfuckers start taking off their blazers.
Right. Once you start taking over, and then you got to have a little baby oil start greasing your shit up like Apollo Creed.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you what it is.
Like Apollo Creed in Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 when Duke put the Vaseline on him.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about this. This is I don't understand how this is an article in a magazine. I've talked about New York Magazine, which I buy every week.
Manifesto.
Hipster manifesto. It's an incredible, and they did a study. It says nobody sleeps better than white people. Okay, now I'm going to read this. I'm going to read some of this. I'm not fact. I read this the other day. Nobody sleeps better than white people. Thursday, we learned something truly astonishing. White people unburdened by racism sleep pretty damn well. According to a new report from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, about 65% of Americans polled said they usually get at least 7 hours of sleep. But they found that non-whites, Hispanics, and
the blacks,
Native Americans sleep at 54.2%, and multiracial people were at the bottom. With overall people who were employed, blah, 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 blah. And it's race and ethnicity also tend to correlate with sleep. Nobody sleeps better than white people, according to this report. I don't know who the fuck they asked about this. I don't know why they asked this. I don't know where it came from to do this.
But no good editor.
Ooh, what is this shit? Now, I've slept in the same room with Moody, not in the same bed. No Bruno.
B.
This guy falls asleep like that. He's out.
Yeah.
I fucking toss and turn. I'm fucking shucking and jiving and shuffling and moving.
I close my eyes.
And you're gone.
God.
Now, I don't know. They didn't ask you. Did they ask
me.
anybody you know at all?
And I'm a descendant of the slaves, so how the fuck I didn't get asked?
I mean, how do you sleep?
I sleep great.
Who comes up with these? We look for. Who comes up with the idea to do this poll? And how many people? Why don't they say how many people we polled and who they are?
Right. You have to understand.
It's like 54%. 54% could be of 30 people. These polls are bullshit.
The paper is bullshit. Propaganda. It's a rag.
It's a rag.
It's a rag.
Some of the things that they report that they say about Donald Trump is so crazy that this is considered some sort of journalistic thing. They talk crazier about Donald Trump on the New York Times than we do on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast.
Word.
And the Daily News recently, one of their star reporters,
Shaun King, who is basically the black reporter who reports every day is black. Every day. And he got Peyton Manning's court documents from 93 where he had an incident in Tennessee.
Right.
And he allegedly mooned a lady and put his nutsack on her fucking bridge of her nose.
AKA teabagged her. And Shaun King was like, I got him now.
Yeah.
Shaun King, who may or may not actually be African American.
He isn't.
And he definitely has been accused of...
He's a white guy masquerading. They hired a guy who they know is white, acting as though he was black.
And he's like, I'm gonna get
Peyton because Cam Newton lost.
Let me tell you something.
But you're not even black. Stop.
Who in their time hasn't teabagged another person? I don't give a shit that Peyton teabagged her 26 years ago.
Word.
What are you gonna do? It's 26 years ago. What
Right.
the fuck you gonna do? And you have this, I have this information like he's breaking Watergate scandal.
Right.
Hey, this guy's a fucking clown.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, and the New York Daily News is a
You hired this motherfucker.
and they keep him on there with all his bullshit. He's taking money, no explanation. He's talking greasy to the guy on ESPN. He's Mr. Pontificate. You're talking bullshit, man.
Yo, this is a
I don't
white
care
motherfucker.
that. I don't care that. You know what? Just because you reported it, Shaun King, I don't care that he teabagged her in college. So what? He teabagged her.
She should have put him in jail, right? She didn't do nothing.
Why didn't she do anything if he teabagged her?
Right.
And now you want to bring it up because Cam lost.
Yeah.
The fuck? He's like, I'm going to get him when he wins.
And this was a white motherfucker. Remember that. You don't have no credibility, man. I saw your picture at 5. You look like Eric Rapaport.
My brother, shout out to Eric Rapaport.
Shout out to the pro.
The professor up there at Halifax University. Yo, if you're trying to get into Halifax University, hit me up. I can maybe do something for you.
The pro E.
Eric Rapaport. Shaun King looked like...
Look at him. Look at this motherfucker when he's 7.
Yeah.
Bobby Brady.
Yeah.
And now you, Spike Lee.
Right. You're talking all that. You're talking all that shit.
I think you're a CIA motherfucker.
Yeah, what's your fucking deal,
What's your deal? Why do you love black people so much? And you're a white guy.
Right.
Right?
Right.
What's your problem?
What's your
in his articles, Rap, me and my daughters are Afro-American. We don't regard ourselves as Afro-American.
Speak on it.
Black people in America, we are just black.
Right.
That's us.
Right.
Black people.
Right.
We don't call ourselves
He got-
Afro-American.
He got all
He's
these.
a fraud.
He got all these fucking times tables and terms tables. He's
Yeah.
added.
The Daily
He tried to say some shit about us on Twitter the last time we blasted him.
I like how you called him a cotton candy colored motherfucker.
Ooh.
That was brilliant.
Thank you. That was good. A cotton candy colored motherfucker. You know, we come up with some brilliant puns here, if I may say so myself.
Yes.
So, James Harden apparently was, per Khloe Kardashian, not faithful. And Khloe went on her show, which is an abomination. Cocktails with Khloe. It's offensive that they put that on TV. It really is offensive to me, being somebody that does this for a living, and that jobs are important to actors, and that they put this bullshit on TV. It's offensive to me.
Green lit.
It's garbage. It's garbage. It's effortless. It's thoughtless, and it's just trash. And I watched the Kardashian show on E, but that Cocktails with Khloe is shit. But she was on there. She was on there talking about how James Harden cheated, and I got the receipts. You know, she had a little sachet in her little thing, and how she didn't. What did you expect? First of all, you need to start asking yourself why all the dudes that you mess with, since you're so sexy, and now she's doing another show, Revenge Bod, and she's so sexy, she's such a sex vixen, and she went on Howard Stern and she said she has DSLs.
What is that?
Dick sucking lips. You know, she's like she's real sexy. She likes to. Why are all the guys that you mess with fucking around with other chicks? Why? If you're so sexy and you have a revenge body and you're all sexed up, why can't you keep a man? You need to ask yourself that question. And who are you to be giving advice on love? She's always posting these love things and all this stuff, and these little sort of like tips on, you know, relationships and all that. Why are we listening to you?
Right.
Lamar was in a brothel with 7 or 8 other women, whacked out of his tree.
You can't be that dope.
Maybe your fuck style isn't buck wild.
Word.
Maybe you're just maybe you're all mouth. Cause you talk like you talk like your fuck style's so buck wild, but none of your guys stay in check.
The proof is in the pudding.
And she puts, stay away from people who make you feel like you're hard to love. That was her tip after James Harden. Of course he was freaking. He's James Harden.
He's all over the country.
He's 24 years old. You think you're going to satisfy him?
Word. No.
Your husband was freaking off.
Man, he's just a weak motherfucker. That's what happened. James Harden ain't weak.
Yo,
He don't give a fuck if you a white chick.
he doesn't care. He's not impressed. Oh,
Right.
Kardashian. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
All the dudes you mess with are freaking off.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you. Maybe all this, she's always posting her things. Her trainer is this dude Gunner something.
Right.
And she's like, she's going to do her next show is going to be about, it's called Revenge Bod. It's like sort of like a fitness show. And the trainer who got Michael Jordan in shape in
Tim
the 90s.
Grover.
No, some other guy, Gunner something.
Oh, word? Oh.
Trained Kobe, trains. Not everybody's going to afford probably a $1,000 an hour trainer, a chef and all that.
Revenge Bod.
If you're so bad, you're so pretty and all that, why you need all that? How come every time you're on TV, you're fully made up?
Right. Let me see how you look going to get that hero at the store.
In the morning.
Go to Whole Foods, get a hero.
Go to the bodega in the morning. I want to see you without the makeup.
Yep.
She's like, oh, you're this role model. You're not a role model.
You'll run away from her.
You wouldn't even pay. You wouldn't even think twice about it. She's doing a revenge bod. She got a trainer, costs $1,000 an hour.
But
and
is she fat?
I don't care what she is. I want them to go away. They booed Kris Jenner I want them to start getting booed when they come out.
And they doing it.
Why are they the only people that they don't go away? Like even Michael Jackson in his prime, Madonna in her prime, like superstars. You wouldn't hear from them for like 3 months.
Right.
Every day you can't get away. They're like, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I open the paper, you see that
Right.
shit. You turn on the radio, go the fuck away, man.
The media, man. It's the right.
It's them too.
They focus on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but they
stop.
Leonardo DiCaprio, he's a big star. There's bigger
He don't
stars
get
than
no
them.
shine.
They're not up in his ass every
Word.
single day. They keep this shit going every single day. Go away, the whole bunch of you.
But Leonardo probably like stay on them and leave me alone.
He's happy because he has a skill set.
Right.
These animals don't have a skill set.
Right. Like, yeah, homegirl got the family famous just by giving mic checks.
She gave a nice mic check.
Awesome mic checks.
Yo, and Ray J, man.
He set it off for all.
Yo, Ray J should be getting some sort of a
stipend.
A stipend. Like from somebody should be like Playboy or Hefner. They should move Ray J into the Playboy Mail because he has got one of the illest fuck stars I've ever seen.
And he set it off for everybody.
He set it off for everybody. And James Harden, speaking of James Harden and the Houston Rockets, I was talking to a Houston journalist, sports journalist the other day, and they were asking me what I think about the Rockets and all that stuff. And obviously the Rockets' history is long. They beat the Knicks for the championship.
Right.
Yada, yada, yada. Akeem, Moses Malone. I fuck with the Rockets. You're not winning anything with James Harden as your premier player the way he's playing.
Selfish.
Nobody's going to want to play with you.
Word.
Now, Dwight Howard, I've had problems with him. You ran out Kevin McHale, James Harden. Now you're running out Dwight Howard, who I know probably is like a little bit mentally soft and all that shit. He never has lived up to his full potential. And they'll and sometimes James Harden will be like, he had 29 points, 9 assists. Of course you're going to get 9 assists because the defense, you lull them to sleep. At a certain point, they're going to be like, I just can't fucking watch this guy dribble anymore.
Yeah. It's just pounding.
He's like doing the cha-cha-cha. He's like, dribble. Oh, great, you could score.
Right.
We all know you could score. You're not winning
Right.
anything.
He's dribbling down the shot clock so he can shoot.
Right. And to lull the defense to sleep.
Yeah.
So sometimes if he throws a pass, the other guy will be open because his defender's like, he said, fuck it, I could tie my shoe now.
Yep.
Guys are like, they clipping their toenails like, fuck it, let me just get this hangnail real quick.
You're never winning like
Never winning.
Yeah.
You're a mid-level team, and you're going to continue to be that way. And the thing about basketball that frustrates me with a guy like James Harden, passing is more of a mindset than it is a skill. It's more of a now. Not to say it doesn't take a skill and great passes.
Like a personality.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. Like share. And, play the game the right way.
Right.
If the guy's open, pass it, and not just dribble until there's 4 seconds left, and then he's talented enough to make shots.
Yep.
You're not winning anything.
Yeah.
Shave the beard. Ship him out of there. Ship him to Utah. Or make him play with somebody that's not going to go for that. Like Zach Randolph's going to be like, he's not having that shit.
Yeah, he's at the end of his line though, so he maybe don't give a fuck.
Nah, Zach wants to win. But he could do this shit with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's running up and down the court. He's open. This guy doesn't pass the ball.
He doesn't pass anything. Up and down.
The Oscars are coming up. And my motto for the Oscars is there needs to be diversity in the diversity.
And I have a proposal, my friend.
What is it?
To address the lack of diversity.
Yeah.
Right? I think the panel should give all the nominees, they get a gift bag, right? At the end, they get a great gifts.
Yeah.
Why not just include a black baby?
Excuse me?
All the nominees this year to address the lack of diversity, you'll get a black child along with your gift bag.
And this will do what?
Show that the panel is thawing.
Yeah.
And you give you a black baby.
Instead of giving away trips to the Bahamas and cars. And
We're addressing the diversity issue by actually giving you
Leonardo, congratulations on the Oscar, and you're going to take this little guy home with you.
Yep. Part of the gift bag.
Did you see these pictures of Charlize Theron? Now listen.
See?
I have compassion for any parent. Your kids can drive you fucking nuts. But
she taking him to some Hollywood dance show. A Hollywood Hills dance class.
She has a child that is adopted.
A brother, a young brother who comes from the gut bucket of Africa, right?
And she was dragging him into the car.
Right. You know why? I'm gonna speak for him because I'm black.
Okay.
We can dance.
Why the fuck you got me going to a dance class?
We can dance in our sleep.
Right.
We have rhythm, natural rhythm.
Right.
But you got to showcase Negro.
Right.
In your eyes. He's a pet.
What do you think she was saying to him while she was dragging him into the car?
You in Beverly Hills, motherfucker. Get your black ass. And then she stops. She can't say, get in the car.
Right. Yo.
You never ate. I got you out here. I want to take you to the dance class.
And now you giving me a hard time?
You never ate. I take you to Fred Siegel.
Right.
You don't want to eat.
You give me a hard time.
I took you out of the fucking swamp. I took you out. You didn't have shit to eat. We here with Wolfgang. Wolfgang got Chilean sea bass and you don't want it.
Right.
But you were eating dirt.
Right.
In Tanzania.
And you giving me a fucking hard time?
You giving me a fucking hard time?
Get the fuck in the car, you little fuck.
Get the fuck in the car, you
She keeps... Wait, it
You're black.
Oh, shit, man. It's the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Yo, Premier Meats. Woo! Talk about it.
They sent me the lollipop lamb chops.
Premier Meats is a sponsor of the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Go to premiermeatcompany.com.
Trust me, these guys, Premier Meats, are great. It was fresher than buying it from a meat market.
Shows up at your door, wrapped, sealed, not frozen, protected, zip-locked. The technology is brand new.
Word up.
Premier Meats has been in business for 50 years, serving restaurants all over the country for decades. Now they're serving you. Premier Meat Company, Premier, meatcompany.com.
As we move forward in time, technology gets better. And these guys are great. Yo, the shit was awesome, man. I couldn't believe it. It comes in like an ice packet, but the product isn't frozen.
Right.
But fresh.
Steaks, veal, fishes, seafood.
Fish, man. You said fishes before.
What does that mean?
It's not, you can't say fishes.
I'm sorry.
Fish is plural. You said fishes.
You're laughing at me. You fuck. When did I say that?
The last fucking episode.
Different. They got true cod, crab meat, flounder, scallop, sole, lobster, rockfish, red snapper.
Word.
Go to premiermeatcompany.com. Enter the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT, for $20 off your first order. That's $20 off your first order at Premier Meats.
I love them. No
We're
doubt.
cooking a Premier Meat chicken right now.
That's right.
In the Gloom tomb, as we speak. When we're done with this podcast, we're going to be eating a fresh Premier Meat chicken, some breasts.
A whole chicken. The skin is gonna shatter.
All right, this is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast.
What else you got, my man?
I got a lot, man.
A lot of mo.
You know, when I get kind of like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna talk about? All I need to do is open the Truey app. I love this Truey app. Trueey.
Yes.
You go to the app. If you're trying to pick up a girl, conversation starter, business meeting, this is a great way to incite a conversation. It asks a question and you answer it, and then the people that sign up to the app for free, it's like a poll. Like the first question here: have you spit in someone's food? No, I haven't spit in someone's food, but I've done other things, but not the food, which I will not discuss on this podcast.
Word.
I sleep with the lights on. No, 93% of the people disagree. 7% of the people do sleep with the lights on. Well, why don't you? Do you sleep with a fucking pacifier in the mouth? How old are you?
Word.
Monetti, horror movies or comedies? What do you prefer?
Comedy. I'm old, man. That horror shit don't scare my ass no more.
82% of the people agree with you. 18% of the people prefer horror movies. This is why I love Truey.
Truey.
Coffee in the morning. Yes.
Of course.
Yes. 70%.
What kind of coffee?
I fuck with my Starbucks.
No.
I fuck with my Starbucks.
You need to get a coffee grinder, man.
Do you make
And
your own
get beans and grind and roast them and grind them. You'll never fuck with Starbucks no more.
Really?
Trust me.
There's something about the cup I like. Well, 70% of the people drink coffee, 30% of the people don't do it. I've had 12 or more sexual partners in my whole life. Yo, you talking about in a week?
These are dumb questions. You can skip shit like that.
No. Well, what's your answer? 46% of the people agree. Only 54% of the people disagree. In your whole life, you only freaked off with 12 different people?
It's hipster shit.
I would date someone that is 10 years older than me. Yeah, why not? 69% of the people agree. 31% of the people disagree. Answer?
Nah, she got to be 57.
Huh?
10 years older than me is 57.
Would you date a 57-year-old?
That's a senior citizen, man.
So you're not with that?
I wouldn't want to be jumping up and down on her and she's 60. No.
Okay. So we're at the age where we might have to rethink that.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, but this is why I like the Truey app. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct from the Gloom Tomb Studios of New York City.
Right.
The New York Knicks are in fucking shambles once again. And I've never felt sorry for Carmelo because there's no reason to feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Carmelo now.
Me too.
If I'm Carmelo, get the fuck out of here. Run and run fast.
Beg Dolan.
Please let me leave.
Yeah,
I stayed. I tried. I may not have been perfect, but I stayed.
Yep.
And you have 70 players that I've played with in the last
5 years.
How many coaches?
4.
Carmelo.
And another one next year.
Dolan, let him go.
Because that porn coach you got now ain't going to be there tomorrow.
No, Kurt Rambis is not going to be there. How can you have a coach who got a divot in his fucking hair? Speaking of fix your wig piece, you got to just shave your shit.
Hey, yo, look, you see he got a massive bald spot.
Look crazy.
Word.
For 20 years, fix your shit, man.
You ain't Superman.
No, you're not Superman. Those days are over with the Lakers and all that.
Yeah, Madge ain't there no more. Cut your shit, bitch.
The Knicks are in shambles, man. We're not making the playoffs again. We have no draft picks.
Carmelo's gotten a year older.
Jose Calderon.
35 years old, getting burned. And you got the young guys on the bench. Why is Jose in the game?
Jose Calderon?
Jose.
And Sasha Vujacic.
These are
this is your team?
We went from Clyde, Pearl, Mark Jackson, Rod Strickland,
Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, who's still down in Charlotte doing shot charts for fucking for Kemba Walker. And you got Kurt Rambis there?
Phil didn't even call, didn't even consider Pat. See, that's sucker shit.
All the other teams, they look out, they keep
right.
They keep dudes around.
Sucker shit.
That's it. I don't know what more we could say. I gotta pace myself on those Ielos. They really, it's like I kind of shot my load on that. The Jeff Van Gundy impressions. Stan, I get them confused. Stan Van Gundy. Because next week, here's a preview of what's going to come in the next episode. Stan Van Gundy is going to be joining us talking about a trip to Puerto Rico that he was passionate about. In 92, I was down in Puerto Rico. We were doing one of these fucking NBA care events. I was down there with Hubie Brown. We brought down JJ Barrera because he speaks the language, and Yao Ming. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in a locker room with Hubie Brown, you know? You couldn't tell by the way he looks, but this guy's got huge balls. I mean, literally, like I've seen them in a steam room. And I was down there with Hubie, Yao. We picked up a couple of Puerto Rican hookers one night. They were climbing all over Yao, and for some reason, he likes them to do lines from Raiders of the Lost Ark while he's banging broads. He's ginormous. He's huge, this guy. So I'm in the locker room, the steam room with Hubie Brown. You know, that's coming up on the next episode of the I Am Rapaport podcast. Stan Van Gundy will be joining us, finishing up, telling us that story.
That kills me. Jesus Christ.
Stan Van Gundy. He always sounds
He's
crazy.
fucking really crazy, man.
He loves. I gotta tell you something. I've been married for 26 years. I love my wife, but when I'm on the road, I love hookers. And I tell her, I say, listen, sweetheart, I don't feel like it's cheating. I'm away for a long period of time.
Yo,
I mean, you gotta understand what it's like. Hubie Brown, you never would suspect. He's about 5'9", obviously he's 83. He's got the biggest set of balls on him, and they drop now. And the weight, the sheer weight, the sheer weight of his balls. He had to get a surgery because apparently his scrotum was the weight from the balls that this man has. All right, this is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and we're out.